House Speaker Mike Johnson, Republican Louisiana, stated on Sunday that Congress will not be returning early to address funding for recovery efforts related to Hurricanes Milton and Helene. Why this matters. Lawmakers from both parties representing the affected regions have advocated for an earlier return from the October recess to approve a disaster relief package. Currently, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, has confirmed it possesses sufficient funds to handle immediate recovery efforts. However, additional funding may be necessary in the future. President Biden had also alerted congressional leaders earlier this month that the Small Business Administration's disaster loan program would deplete its funds before Congress is scheduled to reconvene. What Johnson is saying. It can wait because, remember, Congress allocated an extra $20 billion to FEMA to ensure they have the necessary resources for immediate needs, Johnson commented during an appearance on CBS Face the Nation. This funding was part of a temporary government spending measure that extended funding at last year's levels until December. Johnson mentioned that once FEMA completes its assessment of recovery costs from the two hurricanes and submits a request to Congress, lawmakers would then work together in a bipartisan manner to address the situation. It would be premature to call everyone back now, as the scope and magnitude of these storms will require some time for accurate calculations, he added. The other side. Johnson is facing mounting pressure from members of both parties in the House, who argue that the urgency of the situation demands immediate action. Over 60 House Democrats signed a letter stating that Congress needs to take proactive measures in response to increasingly severe storm seasons, including substantial funding to ensure FEMA is prepared. They also emphasized the necessity of replenishing the SBA disaster loan program promptly to assist business owners in rebuilding. Recent storm impact. Tampa Bay has faced significant challenges in recent weeks, and many residents are in dire need of assistance as the recovery process begins. Local governments, organizations, and citizens are mobilizing to support storm survivors, while federal emergency officials and local nonprofits are gearing up for long-term aid. Residents of Tampa Bay and other areas in Florida affected by Hurricane Milton can now apply for aid through FEMA's Direct Assistance Program. This federal aid, which offers grants for temporary housing and repairs for uninsured damages, serves as a crucial financial lifeline following such natural disasters. Political climate. Former Representative Liz Cheney, Republican Wyoming, expressed on Sunday that she does not trust House Speaker Mike Johnson to certify the 2024 election should Vice President Harris win. This statement marks a critical stance from a former member of House GOP leadership who is now supporting Democratic nominee Kamala Harris against her former deputy.